Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bring Me to Life podcast. My name is Selomon, and I am joined by the shiny Shannon Shine.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. We're here, we're doing the thing.
We're here and doing the thing. We did a thing.
We did so many things this week.
Yes, we did. So we just finished Shine Online 2024,
Yes, we did.
and then a day after that, you did a retreat.
I did. Me and Angie launched our first retreat at Shine Time Studios. So Shine Time Studios has had a lot of action and energy happening this
Yeah.
week.
Oh yeah, I mean we have. So for anybody who doesn't know, welcome to the Bring Me Life podcast. This podcast is uplifting and inspiring for creators and artists and creative people of all kinds.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Hopefully we're doing that. I think from the comments that we got from Shine Online, it seemed like we did.
Yeah, we had hundreds and hundreds of comments. We streamed steadily for about 5.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Had a few little hiccups at the end. Of course, they happened exactly after Sheila said it's going so well, because that's how that works.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. Don't get too excited about life. Sometimes it'll change.
It went really well, though.
It did go really well.
I'd say that despite that one little hiccup, which wasn't even really our fault, it was like the computer just
It was
decided.
the technology, technology, it is what it is, and we had to work with what we have and hopefully not let it, stress us out too much. And a lot of people said it was great. Like, don't let that change the fact that you guys did great things. Everybody who was involved did great things. So if you were a part of Shine Online, whether you're watching, you took part in it, you were interviewed, you encouraged us as we were doing it, thank you.
Yeah, it went really well. Like I said, we had like a couple hundred views, and people were in and out all day, and we had over 22 interviews or people involved in some way, and that's really awesome. It's really fun to be able to connect with so many amazing creatives and change makers and advocates in the world that want to share their story and do so in such a beautiful and uplifting way. I got to talk with a lot of friends and hear their story and share their story, which was really powerful and exciting for me, because I always love putting my friends in the spotlight and letting them shine real bright. And it was fun to see our friend Reed share their story for the first time in a setting like that. And she made sure to finish a special outfit that was important to her and her mission and her project, and she was so excited to do a twirl and show it off, and that was really cute.
And didn't you say, Reed, she the outfit that she wore and she completely made by herself, she did that like the night, or she finished it the night before?
She had been working on it for a long time, but she had finished it in detail the night before. She put like special buttonholes in it, and she's a seamstress. And if you go watch her video and learn about her mission, I'm convinced she's gonna make big change in the seamstress and the textile industry. And to be able to share and collaborate with her has been just magical.
She's been a wonderful human too, and have around.
Yeah.
And she is also very encouraging on all the things that we do. So really appreciate that. And it was great. We are grateful to have had the opportunity to give other opportunities to others.
Yeah. Our friend Angie
Shining those lights on people.
Yeah, shining those lights on people. Our friend Angie got to talk about her cacao and her retreat opportunities, which is really cool.
Angie kind of met us through Shine Online
years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago.
And
that was kind of cool.
This was her second year to be a part of it in person, which was really cool. And then to be able to host the retreat with her a few days later was just a really magical experience.
Yeah, so what is this retreat here? Where was it? What was it? Tell me more about this retreat.
So we had a retreat. It was just a day. So it was kind of like our introduction. And Angie and I both have this dream of creating safe spaces and containers where people can relax. They can take care of their bodies, learn more about practices to care for their bodies. And she had titled this one A Day of Harmony, which was really cool. And it included EFT tapping for, calming and relaxation, yoga nidra to like tap into your body deeper. We had a cacao circle, which cacao is like a really special type of hot chocolate that is like super natural, purest form of chocolate, and has
before it gets processed and gets all the nutrients taken out of it.
yeah, and she's connected with the people in, I believe, Guatemala that harvested this specific cacao. So it had like a really heart-opening experience.
Yes.
She put matcha and smoothie bowls together for us.
And you had matcha. You said it's the first intentional, drinking of matcha for you, and you actually liked it.
I liked it so much that I have some right now.
She went out and got matcha for herself. That's really awesome.
Yeah, and then I got to host a art practice, which was super fun because it is called neurographic art. And there's this whole process of connecting the neurons in your brain in a different way and drawing. I called it intentional scribbling, and you like don't pick the pen up and you make these like designs, and then anywhere there's an angled space, you take your darker marker and try to like angle it and make it curved. And it was supposed to represent creating harmony in the brain and the heart. And
I remember taking part of it.
I'm gonna say you got to partake in it.
Yeah.
And the piece you created is one of my favorite art pieces I've seen you create, and you seemed really happy with it.
It was fun. It's kind of like it just takes your mind off stuff, or it's very meditative, and just being able to make sharp edges, curved edges, it gave me something to focus on. And
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where it was going to go, but, each step I just kind of let it happen as it needed to. And, added the lines, curved them, which started looking really sweet, and then added the colors to them. And then I was like, this is dope, but I feel like a little something's missing. And I was like, oh, dude, I love splashing stuff onto,
You and
the
Jackson
canvas.
Pollock on it.
So I was like starting to dip it. I was just throwing it on there, splashing it on there. And then at the end, it looked freaking sweet. So I was very happy, very satisfied with the practice.
Yeah, so it was really fun, and we had a dance practice, and Angie loves playing with like ribbon string dancey things, and you got to walk in and there was just a bunch of us twirling and spinning and being all fun in our inner child moment.
Yeah.
It's funny because if you had walked in a little bit earlier, we were all in yoga nidra, so we were all laying really still. And honestly, I was just like laying there like, oh no, Sila's getting off work right now. He's gonna walk in and right in the middle of yoga nidra. And like I couldn't stop thinking about how you were just about to bust in during yoga nidra.
I'm sure he had the door locked. It would have been. Okay.
I did, and I even put a sign up, but I didn't know if that would stop.
Like, oh, everybody's laying down. It's real dark. I probably should not go in right now.
But it was so fun. We had set an intention for a certain number of people to participate, and we had that exact number, and it ended up being like the exact amount of like yoga mats we had and chairs we had and like everything. So we felt really accomplished, and it felt like a success, and we're really looking forward to hosting more retreats. And this was just like a day offering this time, and it was a test run to see if we enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it so much that as soon as we left, we started brainstorming ways that we could have multi-day events and different locations we plan to go to, and different themes. And us and our friend Joni have another offering planned for March 23rd, I believe. It's a Saturday. So whatever the Saturday close to March 23rd, if it's not, it's that day. And then April 4th is another one that we're planning, and just like dipping our toes into these experiences because at the end of it, there were a few of the participants that they didn't want to leave, and that was pretty neat because they wanted to stay with us and keep in that energy. So that's a success to me when people feel so good that they're just like, I don't want it to be over, and then they want to come back for more, and we get to just be present with them and hold them in the experiences that they're having. And we do this because we want people to have offerings that we wish we would have had when we were having hard times or when we are having hard times. And it's really magical to be able to offer that, just as much as it's really exciting to offer Shine Online and to connect with so many cool people.
I did want to say that during the retreat, you and Angie played some music together, and that sounded really good. You had a Angie had a singing bowl, you had your drum, and they're both blue, and they both, before you even knew, sounded really good. That was just something that kind of also, jumped out at me. Something that I remembered from being at the event. So yeah, it was really cool to be able to utilize, like, even in this room here, we're in Shine Time Studios. Shine Online was done just a few doors down in the same building upstairs. and the retreat that you had was downstairs
In the
in the
gallery.
same building.
Yeah.
So being able to have all this kind of localized has been really, really cool. And so now we're in here. We have this camera pointed up. Shannon said she liked the middle camera most, so we're going to stick with that.
I keep forgetting the camera's there because I'm afraid it's going to make me angsty. So what's up, Grandma? Hi.
So another angsty. Kind of like maybe going back to shine online
Yes.
and shining light on people. One thing that was really special, we got to shine a light on our friends. We had people say it was fun to listen to other people's stories and get to have a new look into what they do in their creative process, and something that they might not have otherwise being able to witness. That was really awesome. But also, we had a few of our family members. So my mom was on. Your brother got a video, and Morgan, I'm sure he's probably watching right now. Hey Morgan, what's up?
What's up, bro? I think your mom was the hit of the Shine Online. She had so many comments, and everyone was so excited to see where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how excited everybody was. They were like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute! Now we know where CeeLo gets it from."
Mm-hmm.
And like, he's so kind, and that was so. It's just like brought everybody to like full picture, and to know that your mom's got some exciting things that are about to drop.
Yeah, so it was wild to have Mama G on there.
G.
My mom on there.
She's
Never,
so cute.
if last year I never would have thought Mama G would be on the next one.
Oh, 10 years
Never.
ago, never.
Never. But it's really cool to watch her process and to be involved kind of with just she wants to put out her story, and she wants to put out the way she's been able to heal with her relationship to the divine and her own spirituality. And it's kind of interesting because she talks about things that I've never heard before, and I've only listened to like one or two episodes that she has recorded for us.
Yeah.
So she's doing a podcast. It's going to be heartfelt conversations with Mama G. And
So cute.
So she's going to talk a little bit about her experiences and hopefully share some wisdoms and some new perspectives on religion and spirituality. So yeah, I'm really excited for Mama G's heartfelt conversations to come out. We're working on that right now. It probably won't be too long until we get that going.
And you're gonna hop on a few episodes with her too, right? That's
I
part of it?
probably will be, in some of her episodes. Right now she's kind of, she's doing an introduction to introduce people to herself and her story. She's doing a episode on the many names of God after that, but I'm sure she's going to have me on to do an episode where I will kind of talk about my perspective, which is very much different from hers, but she was open to it, and I'm really grateful for that, because we're not all going to have the same beliefs. We're not all going to have the same spiritual practices, and having differences in this world is one thing that makes it so beautiful. So being able to hold understanding and compassion for people, even though they might not have the same belief system, is important, as long as it's not hurting other people, as long as it's not trying to control other people. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it was really neat how many different perspectives we had on the universe, even on Shine Online. We were just focusing on creativity and inspiration, and a lot of people's different versions of the universe came out, and their connections and how they work with it. We had Lauren, who even got very emotional for a moment, and just like sharing her story and her connection.
And that was
to
really
God.
powerful watching her.
It was. And then we had Joni share her experience in the car, share theirs, and I got to share mine a little bit about just like how I connect to spirit. And then we had my brother, who he wasn't necessarily talking about God, but he was talking about how he connects with spirits and his
spirits, paranormal.
His paranormal, and he's going through like a whole awakening now. Him and his partner like stepping into their connection with the universe and the divine, and how that looks for them. And I'm really excited because
it's gotta be wild to be witness to like
yeah.
Like
my big sister mode's like, that's what I've been, trying to just be waiting for you to be ready to talk about for like basically our whole lives, but especially like the last 10 to 15 years. I've just been like, this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's really starting to like open his mindset to it. He got I gifted him his first tarot deck for Christmas, and then his partner went and got her first tarot deck, and now they're like real stoked.
What tarot deck was that?
I gave him a D&D one because he's like he's one of our DMs.
Yeah, he's one of our dungeon masters.
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know what DM stands for.
Yeah, so we got him a D&D card deck, and then his fiance was like, I want my own card deck, and they've been just like doing card readings and connecting with spirit, and he's been learning how to connect with like our grandmother and different people that we have lost and want to stay connected with in the spiritual realms, and just exploring what that looks like. I think it's really neat. We're going to be releasing some sort of podcast video cast thing here at some point called Spiritual Siblings something. So I don't know if it's Sundays or not. I can't keep up with him, but we're getting there.
You're getting there.
But I do have another podcast that I did launch on Patreon.
Oh, so this is on our Patreon?
On our Patreon, the Bring Me to Life Patreon. So it's like patreon.com/BM2L.
BM, the number 2, and L.
Yes.
BM2L.
If you go to our Patreon, you can get access early to the We Are Artist podcast.
Nice.
Lacey and I have started it, and Lacey's about to go to Costa Rica.
Oh,
so I wanted to get a few episodes recorded so that when they land there, they'll have it to share, which reminds me, I need to make them cards.
Make a note on your notepad there that you have in front of you.
And in that podcast, we talk about what it's like to be an artist, different techniques that we've been working with. We've talked about supplies. A couple of the episodes aren't launched just yet, but if you go to Patreon, you'll get access to them first. And then we're going to launch it everywhere. Sometime this week and next week, you'll have a couple of episodes, but Patreon is the place to be for the early access and the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Also, Patreon only episodes. We have one that we released just a few like a week ago maybe.
Yeah.
And we're going to do another one after we record
You can join our Patreon for $2.
Yeah, $2.
$2.
Bring me to life.
And if you want to go hard and be a supporter, there's a $22 one, but the $2 it gets you access to all the other things, which is pretty cool. Yeah. But anyway, the We Are Artists podcast is going to be really fun. I'm excited to do that with my buddy Lacey and any
Lacey's
of my
awesome.
other artist friends. Shout out to Silver Arrow Art. That's their art page where you can find all kinds of cool stuff. They also have a tarot series they're working on. I really wish they'd finish the tower. I'm just going to keep giving them heck until it's done.
Keep giving them heck. On Patreon, we would say the explicit version.
I've been trying to be, more safe for work friendly on this one. But so Patreon's really cool. And we had a little bit of an after party there for Shine Online, which was a little bit of an after party. Neat. We did a giveaway. If you go to Patreon, you get access to our Discord. Yes. And in Discord, we can have video casts or like video parties together.
Yeah, it would be cool to do more like that.
I think we're going to
get together, do a little thing.
Yeah, I think if we can get some people interested and it's worth our time, we would like to do like once a month kind of live cast somehow. Even if we could just get 4 or 5 of you that really like would be into that. Mm-hmm. So if that's something of interest to you, join for the $2, let us know, and we'll get some stuff scheduled so that you can hang out with us too. I used to really love it when Paradigm shifted it, and shout out to Brendan, but he's doing like family stuff right now.
He's in dad, man. He had another kid. Yeah. So he's got 2 kids.
Yeah, I do miss Paradigm Shift though, because it was like something we could always count on to get a whole bunch of people together. And I have a feeling that if we started hosting him, maybe he would hop into. But
yeah. He was always supportive, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, but something kind of that vibe, where we could just get together with people that want to talk about what inspires them, what they're creating, if they have events coming up, and maybe have some different themed discussions. So that's the avenue that I'm looking to go down.
We are definitely going to do a onesie party here soon in our Discord. So join Patreon. Yeah. Hop into our Discord. Let's get onesies going. We do have lots of cat pictures we've been posting on there. You want to see my beautiful white kitty?
She be cat. She's adorable.
My not so little white kitty.
She's not very little. She's got a booty.
You know how we roll.
Oh goodness. Well, yeah. So we had an after party. We had a giveaway. Billy Mays, our buddy Billy Mays, just launched his 9-hour album, Holy Noise.
Yeah, Billy Mays III, incredible musician. A 9-hour album's wild to do that, and Took a lot of time, put a lot of love into it. Really amazing music. He did suggest, I remember in his interview, he talked about like it'd be good to go to sleep tube because it's 9 hours. You know, you could
Yeah.
play it and it would just play through the night.
I feel like I missed my cue to be like, but wait, there's more. Billy Mays.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's like,
Oh,
what's
goodness.
an hour-long album? But wait, there's more. This is Billy Mays III.
9 hours. So Holy Noise, you can get access to it through Infinite Thirds Bandcamp.
Which is infinitethird.bandcamp.com.
Something like that.
Infinitethird.bandcamp.com.
I thought it was bandcamp.com/Infinite Third.
No, it's definitely infinitethird.bandcamp.com.
Something like that.
And Infinite Third, and third is spelled out, and no spaces or anything. Just
Go
all
look
one
up
word.
Holy Noise. You'll find it.
Yes,
You'll go find
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Okay. Yeah,
We-
so we had that giveaway. We gave away some art. A few people submitted some things to do a giveaway for. Mark David Gerson did a meditation.
Yeah, our friend Jenny donated some art pieces that were
Yeah.
really cool. Our friend Amy and her partner Eric offered a magazine. They just launched a magazine that was
Yeah.
really fun. And I feel like there were a few other things, but those were the ones that were the most prominent.
Yeah. So, and if anybody who is listening, you know, on our podcast platform, Spotify, iTunes, I don't know, wherever, if you're listening to us on there and you're kind of wondering, like, where did this Shine Online happen? How can you access it? It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. And you search Shine Online 2024. I'm sure that will pop up.
Yeah, and you can go to our website, and if you go to bringmetolife.com, there's a tab that says Shine Online. I do have the first video, the main video linked there. It does not have access to the last interview with our friend Ashton Robertson.
But if you find that on our website, bringmetolife.com, you go to the Shine Online tab. It has that video there.
Mhm.
You could click it.
Take you to YouTube.
It'll take you to YouTube,
No,
and then you just click on the Bring Me to Life channel.
Mhm.
Go to our videos. We'll have part 2, part 3 there.
Yeah, and here soon we're going to be sharing each video and interview individually, so you'll be able to get reminders to check them out if you don't have time to watch the whole 5-hour stream all at once, which is understandable, but it is a good thing to just kind of throw on your screen and let play while you're, doing other fun things, or maybe not so fun things like washing dishes, or I don't know.
Anything you're doing where you can just like play a podcast, it's great.
I was just thinking about this morning. I came out real excited to talk to you, and you were washing dishes, and then you were like, "Nope, can't. There's a podcast in my ears," and I just thought that was so funny.
Shannon comes in trying to talk to me, and I can kind of tell she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, "Hang on, I got headphones in, and I can't touch it yet because I'm finishing this dish."
Just came in hot. Me, I'll just listen to the podcast as loud as I can in the kitchen so that everybody has to listen to it.
While I was using my watch, I
I
have this
see.
cool watch that I have that I can connect my Bluetooth.
Silo's
Bluetooth
kind of
headphones on.
low-key obsessed with his new watch.
I am not looking obsessed with that.
And high-key, okay.
Oh, well, I am just, it's a helpful tool to let me make schedules and have reminders, and
I think your favorite part is that you can make your phone make a noise no matter where you've lost
helps
it in
me
the house.
find my phone, which I leave around a lot because
And
I
the
try
most
not to put too much importance into my phone. So, it will just disappear, and then I'll hit a button and it will tell me where it is. Boom. Easy.
Boom,
Worth
bam.
it.
Good job.
Yes. So thank you, everybody, for listening here to the Bring Me to Life podcast. We are on many platforms. If you're watching the video, you're probably watching on YouTube. If you're listening to this, it could be from anywhere. So let us know where you are listening. Give us a rating. Give us a subscribe if you like our voices. Right?
Yeah, do the thing. Are we going to Patreon now?
I think it's probably about time to go to Patreon. It's starting to get later into the day. We have things that we're going to do. We're going to get to Patreon. So if you're interested in hearing a little bit more of our silly, open kind of, uncensored, unfiltered versions of ourselves, go to Patreon and we'll be there. We're going to do a special bonus episode for all of our patrons.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
yeah. So stay awake.
Shine on always.